professors from across the world, and all of them had published in all A category journals. They had written books. They were all experienced journals. This paper was rejected by 20 different media. They would not accept it. Just think of it that people who are marketing professors across the world, their papers have been accepted in journal marketing, journal market research, journal brand management, and all those kind of things. And that paper is not getting accepted by anybody else. 20 rounds. Finally, it was accepted by one journal, but that taught me a lesson that, if your paper gets rejected or if you write something which is not accepted, that doesn't mean that you're not thinking right. It's just that it is not fitting in the schema of things which most people have. And therefore, if you ask me the biggest definition of creativity for me, can I break the current schema? That's the biggest creativity for me. Can I bring a new thought? Right? And that is where it is about two things, that maybe I get an idea on which I write, or I get inspired also, doesn't matter. But can I make it happen the way that it is different? And therefore, the way I execute it, the way I write it, the way I present it, becomes very different. And this is where I would also quote Shiv Khera, his most famous quote: "Leaders don't do different things; they do things differently." Now, if it happens, that's something that I have to do differently, then I need to be really, really giving it a different angle altogether. Most of the teaching that I have done has been based on cases. I'm an exponent of case-based teaching, and many times I really feel out of like fish out of water when I have to do lecturing, but that's too strenuous for me sometimes. And when we do that, you don't know where the solution will come from. But one has to use the data. The basic principle is one has to use the data given the case, or wherever data you get the data from. Now, the moment you look at data and it's given, everybody has that data. Large number of people in the classes, and this, I'm talking of classes, not just students, but senior management also, very senior management and other people. They all think very linear. No, data makes you linear. Because, you look at the trends, look at what has happened. But that's where the human factor comes. So the fact that today we are talking of AI, and it is known that anything which is precise and repetitive, AI will replace it. And therefore any linear thinking will be replaced by machine. That's something which is what I'm thinking. So only when I bring something, or what I call as, if I create magic out of logic, because let's accept it. If I do something which is creative, 99% people are non-believers. But then, therefore, I need to build something, build a logic, and that logic comes from information, data, point, or wherever it is. So how do I actually write that is useful to people? People find it it's not just interesting, but can it bring up a different perspective? So let me just share the feedback which I have received for the book which I wrote on retail. That's the retail which I use as a textbook, and which is being used as a textbook in many schools. For some time it used to be also a bestseller in a specialized category. And I wrote it simply because I was teaching a course. I taught it for 5 years, and I said, whatever I've done, why don't I put it there and get it published, instead of putting it my notes or my thoughts kind of a thing. And the feedback which I've been getting year after year, I think it was first published in 2008, 8 or 9, I don't remember now, is that, and this feedback is coming from the students as well as the practitioners, is the feedback that is there is so simple, it is written in so simple words that I can understand it. Right? So I said, there's nothing that is new. Anybody who's in retail would know all these things. You have been practicing for so many years. The CRM managers or training that I would do. But I said, the way that the book describes basic things about retail, right, is simple. Now, I don't know whether you call it creative or whether you call it, we call it execution. It is execution of a particular kind, but it's at a very basic level. Anybody would say this is a very basic textbook. But that is where people are saying, okay, seems that when I read this book, it gives me a different way to think. So I would simply put it here that not that I don't know inspiration or execution for that matter, for example, because inspiration is something that we all know that we get it from somewhere, we read it, we hear it, we look at it, we observe, and something that excites us. Right? How do I convert that? How do I convert that into something that may be valuable? I'm not using the word useful, I'm using the word valuable because I'm a thorough believer of value. To whomsoever is my reader. That is something is creativity. To me, creativity is finding or bringing value in whatever I do for the target reader that I have, and making the reader go from one to other, one level to the other one, is what, in my opinion, would be creativity. Can I let people, make people think that, yeah, this could also be one way of looking at the whole thing? Or if I do this, perhaps this is how things will happen and it will take me to the desired objective that I have. So that would be my take on this. Saying that how do I how do I how am I different is because I create value. And I'm different because I bring myself into it. And I'm a firm believer that the biggest differentiator in anything, right, books, products, services, theater, whatever it is me, the person. Do I see myself in it or not? And do people see me in that or not? If I've achieved that, I think I'm the most creative work that I've done. And that is the best execution from my point of view. Dr. Roy.
Right. Yeah, Dr. Sinha, you have really expressed creativity and defined creativity from various perspectives, from the perspective of consulting as well as from the perspective of authorship of books. I have one question for you that I am reserving for the latter part of this particular panel discussion, and that will be regarding your book on retailing, which I have for you. As of now, thank you for sharing your valuable insights in this particular area. And it's time that we move on to the next panelist for this evening. And he happens to be a marketing professor and area chair at Alliance University, Bangalore, and has about 25 years of academic and industry experience. In 2009, he launched a monthly lifestyle magazine, Noidan Way, for Noida. He was also the publisher and editor of this magazine printed by Delhi Press, the publisher of magazines such as Women's Era and the Karama. Ajit Sharma, who holds a PhD in advertising, has also authored a novel titled Three Marketeers, which has been published by top international publisher HarperCollins and its imprint Black Ink in April 2017. Dr. Ajit Sharma, over to you.